The market dips before it rips. Have the bulls taken back control, or is it the calm before the storm? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that there was a few different options and that the bulls could put in a bottom and then rip higher in two of those options, and so far that's what we've seen. As the market made a low yesterday, then ripped higher all day as the bulls tried to take back control of the market. Now the question is this really a bull run to all-time highs or the calm before the storm? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, before we jump into the charts, as always, we go over our custom-built indicator that we have on our website. It is killing the market. And yesterday was a trend day, but it still found the weakness in the market and got some trades in for you. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, if this is your first time seeing it, I do want to lay out what we have. We are in TradingView. This indicator can only be used in TradingView, so you do need a TradingView account, and you need real-time data for the ES and the NQ, as it does use those data sources to give you the buy and sell alerts on the SPY. We are on the SPY 5-minute time frame. That's what we use for day trading, and we use the weekly time frame for swing trading. So it's a day and swing trading indicator that we had custom built, and it's absolutely crushing. And what you're looking at on the screen is the left side blue and the right side blue. This is after hours trading, and the white patch in the middle is regular trading hours. We use after hours trading to get the indicator correct on the signals, but we only trade during regular trading hours, okay? So in yesterday's market, unfortunately, which this happens, this is part of trading, trend days are the enemy of the day trader. Remember that. If you don't know that, that's something you can write down. Trend days are the enemy of the day trader, and the reason for that is the market really only moves in one direction. What you're looking for as a day trader is you're looking for a support hold and go, or a resistance hold and go, and trying to trade off of that. Our indicator is built off of that. It has price action as the forefront of it and about 150 other things it checks. It is a forward-looking indicator and not based on some moving average that has historical data. It is trading in the real time, and that's why it is so effective and so good at what it does. So we had a trend day, and unfortunately the buy signal was spot on, but it was also in the pre-market, so we were unable to trade it. But it had the buy down here at the low. It ripped higher. We were not able to get in on that buy because you're chasing at this point. But it did find the weakness at the top of the market. This was a winning trade. This trade back into the 21 moving average. And then I don't trade past 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time because the second half of the day is usually very choppy and sideways, as it was again for the most part yesterday. But there are a lot of people who do in my group and a lot of people who have the indicator who are not in my group, and they found a really nice winning sell here and a winning buy into the close. So the indicator, again, finds the entries at the tops and bottoms. It doesn't look for later on entries or late entries. It is getting you in as close to the top and as close to the bottom as possible, and it's killing. It takes really all of that. Okay, let me look at the time frame. Let me look at this. Let me go to the bigger time frame. Is this going to be a bigger area of support or resistance? Is this going to be? All of that is thrown out the window. It makes it super simple. You sit back, throw your legs up, and wait for a sell or a buy. You enter the market, and you follow the rules that we give you in the training. If you want to be part of this, here's how you do it. There's a link down in the description. That link will take you over to our webpage, and it'll take you exactly to our indicator area on the webpage. You can see here, it's $59 a month. This is a steal because one of our swing trades will pay for this for many years. One day trade will pay for it for many months. It's absolutely incredible. And what I do, I stand behind all of my work and all of my projects and all of my products, and this is one of them. I will give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm so confident in it and that you will love it. Use it, follow the rules we give you, and you will be successful. If you aren't happy with it or it's not for you, that's okay. Shoot me an email. Say, hey, I'm unhappy with it, and I'd like my money back, and I will give you a refund, 30-day money-back guarantee. That's how confident I am in this indicator. I want you to be a part of this because it takes all of the guesswork, all of the extra homework, all of the breaking down charts, throw it all out the window, and finally relax and trade with confidence. Check this out. I know you're going to want to be a part of it. Again, 30-day money-back guarantee. All right, guys, now let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And the market moved down in the pre-market found a low around 58.50 or so, then bounced strongly off of that back up and closed positive for the day. So a big rip to the upside after the sell-off in the pre-market. And this is another indication of the news doesn't matter. Putin's talking about nuclear weapons, World War III, all of these different things that could happen. The market sold off for about a split second and then ripped higher because the market was always going to rip higher. We've talked about that on here as the primary path. The news doesn't matter. Okay, so the quicker you guys figure out that when the news comes out, it's already factored into the market. They don't care. And especially the fact that the tone of the news doesn't matter. I'm not here to tell you that the Fed doesn't move the market or that CPI doesn't move the market. Of course, it moves the market. But so many times you see a hot CPI report and the market rips higher, or a low CPI report and the market drops. It doesn't make sense and it doesn't add up. So this is just another example of that and why the news cycles are just meant to confuse you and make trading harder, which is another reason the indicator is so great. Okay, so we drop down. We have a clear ABC here. That was a fourth and a fifth wave of C. So we talked about this being 3, 4, and 5. And then we get the bounce. Now the bounce is pretty strong and it does have an impulsive look to it so far. And as long as they can keep that going, this can be the bottom of circle 4 here. And we would look for the market to go back to all-time highs. If they fail this impulsive move up, we would look for an ABC that holds about the 6,010 region or under. If it gets over 6,010, then we're very likely breaking out towards 6,300. If it stays under 6,010 in a 3-wave structure, then we'd look for a bigger C wave down into this area here, then back up. So when I say the calm before the storm, they may give you this bullish feel even into next week and Thanksgiving. You know, that's always a bullish week. Drifted up into this 5980, 6,000 area and then blast it to the downside before coming back up. So just be cautious on this move up and make sure that it is going to fill out a 5-wave structure. And then once you see that, what you'll have is you'll have a wave 1 of 5, 2 of 5, and then 3, 4, and 5 on up towards 5,300 or 6,300, excuse me. So that is what we're looking at as our two main paths. Can they drop down below this 5725 into 5,600 to 5,450? Yes, they can. They can have a bigger ABC where this is A and B and then C extends down into this area. That can very easily happen. But as of right now, what we're seeing, our key levels are going to be this low here from yesterday at about 5860 or so, and our 6,010 level to the upside. Through 6,010, very likely we're on our way to 6,300. Back below this 58.56 area, and it's very likely we're going to come down towards 57.25 or even lower. This will be a major point of contention, though. A lot of support at this level. If you look across, you have this whole ledge here. You have all of these tests back here. So this 57.25 area, very strong support. So the main primary path as of right now until the impulsive structure breaks is that we're building a 1 of 5 up, and we're looking for 6,300 overall. If they break that impulsive structure and hold under 6,010, we would look for a C wave down into 5750 to 5725, just depending on how high they go here. And then, of course, a break of this level leads us into 5,600 to 5,450, where the bulls' backs are really against the wall. Over on the NASDAQ. Okay, on the NASDAQ, similar type of setup. They gave us the 4-5 here, even if it's a slightly truncated fifth or kind of a double bottom fifth here. We could have 4 in place, and the depth of this move down on the NASDAQ does make me think that it can be a little more probable that circle 4 is in place, as a breakdown here would break a key level of 20,000 and push us toward 18.5, and that would be a major move down here that would push ES probably at least to 57.24, if not through that level. So the depth of the NASDAQ, again, who's trailing, by the way, the depth of the NASDAQ does give us, and the structure off of the low does give us reason to believe that this is going to be building wave 1 of 5, like this, up toward that 21.7 to 22.5 area overall. The key level on the NASDAQ to the upside is 21,115, which is all of this resistance. You can see all across here. It was the previous high. It's all of this consolidation up here at the top before they broke down. Big resistance there. So if they can hold under that and then break down, obviously, then we have a bigger ABC on our hands looking at this wave forward to potentially be lower. or for us to be potentially in a bigger A and B wave where this big move up is A, B, and then C like this. So really going to depend on structure to the upside. As long as they can hold the impulsive structure, we can see them continue to the upside. However, I would not be shocked if that structure breaks and we start to see a C wave to the downside. So primary count and what I favor at this moment is the bullish side of this towards 6,300 and 22,000 overall. But we could see another low before we start that leg up. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it'll take you right over to our webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there, make sure you love it, and become part of the trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking this out. We also have our yearly plans where you do get a discount, but more importantly than that, we have our educational material that helps members really understand these complex markets. They are overlapping and very choppy, and people are very confused by how we can continue to push higher. And these advanced courses right now, the advanced Elliott Wave course right now will help you understand that. In the advanced course, we go through some high-level concepts. We go through your advanced fibs, diagonals, double, triple threes, flats, triangles, trading Elliott Wave, and the conclusion. And this overall gives us an idea of how these complex patterns play out, how to trade them. That's really important to understand when the entries are, where the entries are, and how they work. And this advanced course helps you do that. You can see on the screen that our traders are loving it. It is helping them understand the market and trade it successfully, and that's what we want for you. We want you to succeed and understand the stock market. But if this is a little bit too advanced for you or you're just getting started, we also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course, and this course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand the market in a way that makes sense. It can be so hard when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. For instance, World War III. This is because Elliott knew that the news cycles were garbage long ago, and he knew that key levels mattered. He knew what happened when the key levels held and what happened when they broke, and this gives you a huge advantage over the rest of the market. This course is 25 videos where we go through your introduction, your chart setup and tools, Elliott Wave for Beginners, all of these areas. The introduction, we go through, what is Elliott Wave, why it works, the KISS method, chart setup and tools, all the tools you need with Elliott Wave, how they work and why. And the Elliott Wave for Beginners area where we go through each of the waves, how they work, how to measure them, how to find the key levels that matter so that you can understand this irrational market. Now, the cool thing about both of these courses is if you want them at a discount, we do have our bundle pack, which gives you $37 off if you get both courses at once. However, if you want them for free, you don't want to pay anything extra at all, simply join one of our monthly rooms as they are included in this price. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, we go through all of your real-time market updates, all of your buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I spend an hour going through charts, going through a holistic big picture view, answering all your questions, going through all the counts, making sure you understand where we're at in the market so that you can position yourself accordingly. One example of this is gold. We moved into gold at the beginning of the year. Gold has skyrocketed since, outperforming the market because the market was getting near a major top and gold was set up to explode and we were all over it. So this alone, this daily call alone is worth the price of admission. You also get, in just $49 a month, you get both training courses included in that price. So just an absolute incredible value in my opinion. Really want you to be part of it. We trade the SPY and the QQQ and we swing and day trade, so we do trade quite often in my room. Now, if you're looking for individual stocks, income trading, advanced training, and futures trading, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, futures trading, his income trading method that continues to kill the market, and his reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes it. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures that trade that's so unique, something you really have to see to understand. And that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, our key takeaways for today. On the ES, we're looking for them to push through 6,009. They push above that, we're on our way to 6,300 plus. If they can't keep this impulsive structure going and we see a 3-wave structure to the upside, I would expect a C wave down toward the 57.25 area for a deeper wave 4. Over on the NASDAQ, we have a similar setup. As long as they keep the impulsive move alive and break out over 21,115, we are looking towards that 21.7 to 22.5 area for our next wave higher, and then a downturn from there. However, if they can't keep this impulsive structure going and breaks down, we would look for a C wave down that would ultimately break this wave 4 low and push us down into the 19.5 to as deep as the 18.5 area. Guys, I am out Thursday and Friday of this week, so it is my weekend. I will be back next week for the shortened Thanksgiving week, but while I'm out, have fun, trade effectively, grab yourself a drink, spend some time with your family, and I will talk to you next week.